Possessed, obsessed, stimulated, turned on, consumed by. That's how I feel when I think about my goals. And for some of us, those kinds of sensations are only reserved when we're thinking about other people. But let's be honest, if your goals aren't sexy, when you look at them, you don't feel that fuzziness at the bottom of your belly. When you lay down and your head touches the pillow, eyes are closed, you're not fantasizing about that life that you're building and the dream that you want to manifest. Are you really committed to it? Do you really want it? Because when you want somebody, that's what it feels like. When you want something for yourself, that's also what it feels like. So if you're thinking about your goals without those sensations, maybe that's why you're not committed to decide to want something, no matter what the thing is, whether it is food, a vacation, a car, a house, a dress, based on how often that desire is stimulated in the environment. So the environment has to program you to want those things. If it's not one of your basic needs like food, shelter, clothing, the need for human contact and relationship, anything else, you need some environmental programming. Now, when I walk out of my house, the only programming I'm getting is from a supermarket, a clothing store, a cell phone company, a liquor company. They are the ones that have all the signs and advertising put up to flash and remind me and tell me consciously and subconsciously to want this thing and to pursue this thing and to take this off the shelf the next time I see it. My goals will not show up on the billboard in Halfway Tree Square, but it's going to show up in my living room. And depending on where you put your vision board, it might be in your bedroom. They want you to buy the thing. They're not going to package it in a boring way. So they're programming you in your environment by flashing those reminders, but they're making sure that those reminders are sexy. They look good. They pull you in. They trigger some kind of urge inside you linked to a primal desire. And many times that is sex. You know, they're selling you water and you're seeing somebody's thigh, somebody's cleavage. That is how the programming works. The constant reminder and making sure that those reminders and the presentation and packaging is sexy. Do you have constant and sexy, appealing reminders in your environment about the goals you want to achieve? Because if you don't, there is no way you're going to develop that obsession with your goals and your ambition. How do we make sexy goals? The first thing is to make sure that it's something that you actually desire. Just like how you have a particular taste. If you're a woman, you have a particular taste in shoes. You like wedge heels. You like block heels. You like stilettos. You don't like heels at all. You like flat shoes or sneakers. Maybe it's your taste in men. If a man is not thick and muscular, you can't find him attractive. Or if his skin is not really dark, or if he's not tall and skinny, you know your taste. No matter what everybody else likes, you have your taste, that thing that just stimulates you and turns you on. When you think about the life that you want to live, what is your taste in house, in shoes, in education, in the quality of relationships with your intimate partner, friends, family members? Make sure that the goals you have set are your goals and not the ones that everybody else is setting. So that's the first thing. Sit down and set authentic goals that sit right and feel right for you. A very real example of why it's important to make sure you want it and you desire it and it's authentic to you. So many people waste time pursuing goals that other people have for their lives and not goals they have for themselves. You and I probably know somebody who started, for example, their university degree and did not finish it or finished it poorly. They had the money, they had the time, they had the support, but they simply did not want it. Somebody else wanted it for them. And so they couldn't find the focus and the commitment to actually finish or finish well. And then you have somebody else who, with limited resources or none at all, so little time, competing priorities, not as smart or quick to assimilate the information as everybody else, was able to finish their degree on time and maybe at the top of the class. So despite their hurdles, they got up every day clear of their desire, their intent, and they pursued diligently until the goal was achieved. So if you're looking at the goals you have now, the first thing you have to ask yourself is, well, this looks like something that I really want? Does this look like something that I truly desire? Is this my dream and my ambition? When I wake up every morning, does this goal stimulate me and trigger the right kinds of attitude and behavior? Or is it unsexy, boring, not me, not attractive? Because if the goal isn't sexy, no matter where you put it in the environment to trigger the action, it's not going to stimulate you. And when it doesn't stimulate you, here is what you lose. You lose the drive to do the daily disciplines, yes, but in the moment of opportunity, to shoot your shot. I'm sure you must have heard people talking online about shooting their shot. Seeing somebody who they really wanted to go on a date with, get in a relationship with, and they just got up one day and they say, you know what, I'm going to shoot my shot. You know how you get to the point of shooting your shot? You have to look at someone and determine in your mind that this is somebody I want. This is somebody I desire. This is somebody who I can see myself with, being happy, making them happy. And it just looks and feels good at the thought. And that builds up the courage in you to shoot the shot. They might run you, they might shut you down, but you are so driven in that desire and that obsession and that passion and conviction that you get up and you take the risk anyway. Your goals are going to need that same level of emotional intensity where as you look at them, you just feel so moved to move towards them. You feel like you have to just shoot your shot. You make no excuses because in the bottom of your belly, you're feeling those butterflies, you're feeling the warmth, you're feeling the heart palpitations. All of those things that come when you think about the person that you want must come when you think about the goals, the dream, the future that you want. So make those goals sexy, make them yours, design and define them in a way that's authentic and stimulating to you, and then set up those triggers in your environment so you can always be reminded about what you want and why you want it. Make those goals yours. That's the only secret, the only difference between the person who gets up every day and works hard consistently, turns over the effort into actual achievement, making gains even in a panoramic panini pandemic, right? They are consumed by, obsessed with, turned on at the thought of these goals and these dreams. And they get up every day and take a step towards it because it is sexy, because it is stimulating. And even the fear is not enough to stand in their way when they see the opportunity and the moment to shoot their shot. So I'm not telling you don't be obsessed and feel sexy when you think about the potential mate that you want. But don't reserve those feelings of passion and intense desire for people. You can also apply them to your goals and allow it to drive you from ambition to achievement. Love and blessings.